From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Happy Friday afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. We're still wrapping up that work week with another spring-like day, plenty of sunshine through the afternoon. I do expect above normal highs and dry conditions at least through Saturday. Now, Del Norte County will be the exception to that rule because Del Norte County, northern Humboldt may see a passing sprinkle or light shower Saturday, especially in the afternoon, but Sunday is the bigger day. So it will be cooler and wet for Sunday, and I think everyone will at least see a chance for some wet weather. It's just some more than others. Cooler next week, but the confidence in rain for next week is rather low. And in fact, I'm leaning more towards a drier solution for next week than actual wet conditions here. So your neighborhood forecast at a quick glance here for today. Still some clouds out there as that system from the south is pumping up some of those clouds. But otherwise, we're going to clear things out here through the second half of the day. So if you look closely, you'll see a swirling area of low pressure over the Gulf of Alaska, off kind of the left of your screen there. That's the storm system that'll be impacting us over the weekend. So let's take you through time here. This is the long range, and this is the GFS forecast model that we're looking at, by the way. So you can see here, Sunday, there's that wet weather pushing through. Now, Monday looks dry, but look at this. Tuesday, this model wants to give us some rain on Tuesday. The European forecast model, not so much. In fact, the European forecast model is completely dry. And then both models agree that Wednesday, Thursday, most likely even Friday will be dry before we see a next round of possible rain by not this Saturday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. Now, the Europeans are a little bit more aggressive with that Saturday's rains of February the 14th, whereas the GFS, as you can see, it's a little bit off to the west, which would mean a little less rainfall for us. But bottom line, looks like Saturday will be that next push of rain possibly, not this Saturday, again, a week from Saturday. All right, here's Futurecast. Let's take you through Saturday, right? So today we're looking at dry conditions. Saturday, increasing clouds. There's that chance for that light shower for parts, especially Del Norte County. Otherwise, everyone else is dry tomorrow with that increasing cloud cover. Now, Sunday, not a lot of rain to start off the day. It's not until Sunday afternoon that the coast gets hit with some of that heavier rainfall. That pushes eastward but breaks apart. It kind of reestablishes itself, though, on the east side of the valley in the foothills there. But then by Sunday night, it's mainly off to the east and over parts of the valley before it's out of here. By Monday, Monday afternoon, even into Tuesday morning, we are looking at dry conditions. It's Tuesday afternoon that we're going to have to watch. We'll see. But for now, we take a look at the forecast rain totals with Sunday's system. It's not a lot for most of us. It's just the coast that's going to see the bulk of the rain, and that bullseye will once again be over Del Norte County. Forecast snow, it's mainly going to be above 6,000 feet, so you have to look hard for snow. There's the peak of Mount Shasta, some of the highest elevations of the Marble Mountains and the Trinity Alps, Warner Mountains, Lassen Peak. Seeing some of that snow, but it's not a lot, is it? Beach hazard statement still in effect through this evening until about 10 o'clock tonight. It's that risk for sneaker waves. So for today, temperatures upper 60s to low 70s in the valley. Another spring-like day to wrap up your work week. 60s for most of the higher elevations in the coast. Tonight, low to mid 40s for the valley. 20s to the north and east, otherwise 30s for most of the mountains, and low to mid 40s for the coast. Here's your 7-day outlook. So here's what I've done. Tuesday, I put a chance in there because we can't ignore the fact that the GFS is completely wet, but the European forecast model is completely dry. So if you have outdoor plans on Tuesday, just stay tuned. We'll continue to monitor it here as we go through the weekend and into next week. But in the meantime, Sunday's the better chance for rain for everybody. And it's that Tuesday chance. Now, it looks like most of that chance will be to the south, though. So places like Siskiyou, Modoc County, I'm keeping that chance out for Tuesday and keeping you dry through most of next week. All right, that's a look at your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening for a closer look at the latest forecast model data and that deeper dive forecast coming up later this evening. Have a great afternoon.